my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6 sense for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins. Something.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Monday, October 17th, 2022. I'm Fran. Today's top story highlights the drama department.
All right, cool. So hey, how's it going? Historyology, back here in the theater room, and we are working on our upcoming production of Tally's Folly, which is a pretty large show as far as scenery is concerned. If you look behind me, you'll see what we have going on here. So basically, the show Tally's Folly takes place in a 19th century boathouse on the Mississippi River, and it's kind of this old Victorian style boathouse that's all run down. So that's what we're building here. We're building this old boathouse for the show, and right out here where we are in the house, this is actually the river. So when the audience comes in, they'll see the boathouse, and where the audience will be seated out here in the house, this is actually the river. So you're watching it as if you were watching it from the river, and you're kind of watching this happen. Now the show itself is it's kind of a romantic drama. It actually won the 1980 Pulitzer Prize for Drama. It's written by Lanford Wilson. And it's basically about these two characters. It's only a cast of two, pretty small cast. But it's about these two characters trying to find love, right? They're trying to find a relationship. Matt, the lead male, is in his early 40s or so, and Sally is in her mid 30s, and they met about a year ago and kind of hit it off and thought everything was going good, and hasn't a lot happened since then. So Matt has come back to town to finally get an answer, to figure out what's going on, if they're going to be in a relationship, what's happening, and to just get an answer, whether it's yes or no. But Sally is kind of dancing around the issue. The script actually refers to the show as a waltz. So it's kind of this back and forth, Matt trying to get an answer, and them each trying to get something from the other that they're not really quite ready to give up just yet. So as we watch the show, we kind of see this dance around the issue until finally they figure out what's going on at the end, right? So they each have something in their past that they feel like if the other one knew, they wouldn't want to be with them. And so it's trying to get those truths out to get to the issue, and they're both just kind of dancing around that. So if you check out our set here, we still got a lot of building, a lot of painting going on. Again, trying to create this 19th century boathouse on stage, but also it's late in the evening into the night. The time frame is 1944, so we're in the middle of World War II. It's the 4th of July, so there may be some lighting effects going on. There's a band playing across the river, some old jazz and Mississippi blues going on. And so this is kind of the environment that the show takes place in, which is really cool. So we're trying to recreate that here on stage. The production goes up. Opening night is October 28th, that Friday at 7 o'clock. The house will open at 6:30, and it will run that Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock in the evening. And then Sunday we have a 2 o'clock matinee. So come check us out. Come watch the show. If anyone wants to kind of come check us out, see how the building process is going, or painting or anything like that, light, sound. The sound is going to be pretty cool for this show because, again, we're on the river, so crickets, frogs, water, all that good stuff, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of vegetation, so if you know anyone who has any fake or plastic plants that would be willing to let us use them, that would be awesome, because we're going to dress it up. We're going to go all out for it. Well, I've always loved the show since I first read it in college, and I always had this vision in my brain of what it would look like, and I may be regretting it a little now, as large as it is and as close as we come to opening night. But I always wanted different levels, right? So they could have this kind of up and down, because throughout the show, depending on who has the advantage, right, over the other character, they may be on a higher level. So I kind of wanted to represent that, this kind of power struggle between trying to get answers and not wanting to give answers. So I knew I wanted levels. I wanted it to look old. That's why if you see here, we're using all of this old pallet wood. So all the pallets that the school gets in for like the boxes of random stuff, we've been breaking them apart, which is why the room over here looks like a disaster, because we're breaking apart these old pallets to kind of get this old wood, this old texture, and we're going to be doing a lot of texture paint. And I knew I wanted it coming out from the stage because the audience is in the river. So I wanted the set and the actors to be able to kind of not really break the fourth wall, but be able to break that plaster line, right? That line between this is the audience, this is the actor on stage, and I wanted to kind of break that so the audience would feel more involved and engaged and intimate with what's happening on stage. So that's kind of how I approached the design portion of it, and also being out a little farther, closer to the audience, helps with the acoustics, making sure the actors are heard, so that played a factor as well.
This week's feature vocabulary words are bear, befall, and burgeon. Bear, endure an ordeal or difficulty. Befall, of something bad happen to someone. Burgeon, begin to grow or increase rapidly, flourish.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention. There's a lot of important information we need you to know. The Chess Club meets every Monday and Wednesday after school in D15 from 3 p.m. until 4:30. It's not too late to join. See Mr. Irvin in D15 for information. National Honor Society will meet in D4 at 7:15 on Tuesday, October 25th. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we're better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6th sense for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the chains. Can't control me. I got the power, I got the keys, cause I break the chains. They try to hold me, I'ma push back. Just wait and you'll see. please excuse me, your honor. But you can't hold me no longer. Can't you feel the vibrations? I broke out and left traces. Go ahead, try catch me if you can, man. You'll be looking all night, I'm the Sandman. New York, London to Japan. I'ma show the whole world who I am. Boom, boom, boom. Major look, huh? Yeah, this one is for the books. All these chances I took still. I move straight on these rooks now. Hold me up or hold me down, have my back or hold my crown. Either you with me or not, but you better give all you got, cause I break these chains. Can't control me. I got the power. I got the key.